the fun part, a fun faux paint technique. To create the appearance of real stone, I started by painting one coat of cotton white over the primer base. And using a paintbrush, I just put it on. It doesn't have to be put on perfectly. It's not like I try and get it all evened out. In fact, if there's some texture, it's just going to add to the appearance. So I just went ahead, applied a coat of white paint on top of the primer, using my brush any which way, willy-nilly, just making sure that I covered the entire piece. Then I poured some Baja Gray into a paper plate, and using the exact same brush, because you want the colors to kind of meld together, using the exact same brush, I dabbed on some Baja Gray in random spots. I worked in smaller sections, and then using a damp shop towel, which I sprayed with my continuous water mister, this makes it easier to use because you don't want the towel to be wet. You want it to be damp. So these misting bottles are perfect for this technique. So I dampened the shop towel and started dabbing and blending the gray right over the white. It's a really fun process because you don't have to be particular about it at all. You just kind of dab it on, you kind of blend it in, and just have fun with it. And once I finished with the gray, then I went back to the white. So you want to layer this up until you actually like what it looks like and it starts looking like real stone. So I did the exact same technique with the white. I just used the same brush. I dabbed it into my white. I dabbed it onto the tabletop over top of some of the gray that I already laid down. And then with my damp shop towel, I kind of dabbed it, smooshed it, and just played with the paint on top of the table until I got a look that I really, really liked. I kind of wish there were more precise instructions that I could give you to do this, but it's seriously just playing with the paint. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. I mean, even a kid could do it. Have them go at it and they'll probably make it look just as good as mine. This is such a fun and easy paint technique to do. For the finishing touch, I cut the bristles short on an inexpensive chip brush. I sprayed the brush with my water mister bottle, and then I dabbed some of the short bristles into coffee bean mixed with my Baja Gray. And this is to get some darker speckles on this faux stone. Holding the brush approximately 6 to 8 or 6 to 10 inches above the tabletop, I ran my finger across the bristles so this paint would fall off and speckle the top. This is a lot of fun too, but be sure that you are working in a space that you don't mind some speckles getting on the floor, or just be sure to cover everything up that you don't want any paint on. So for the top coat, I will be spraying a flat top coat onto this 2-in-1 table because I use the oil-based gel stain. I need to wait at least, as I mentioned, 72 hours for it to fully dry before I do the top coating. And obviously it wasn't 72 hours before I did the blog post or the YouTube video, so probably in a day or two I'll come back to it and give it a finishing spray with my spray gun. But I just want to share the before. Here's the before again. And here's the after. And check out this stone top. I think it turned out just as good as last week's garden project, but I can't wait to hear what you think. I think the tops of this table look like they weigh a ton. I think it looks really authentic.